I am the welterweight champ for a reason.
I'm a problem. Covington. There's nowhere to run and there's nowhere to hide. We ride with this Thug Rose.
That is a scary woman.
I'm the best.
Zhang Weili.
She is a destroyer. Vicious power.
If you are a fight fan, you have to watch that fight. Are you kidding me?
I cannot wait. Get me to New York.
The UFC has returned to Abu Dhabi, and with it, a championship doubleheader.
I think we're starting something.
Jan Blachowicz, so much power.
He can shut your lights out.
I've got legendary Polish power. The belt stay with me.
Unleash the power.
Jan Blachowicz, Polish power.
Oh! This man is a savage.
But Glover Teixeira is a killer.
Glover Teixeira, just absolutely fantastic. So aggressive, finishing people.
It's going to be a brutal fight. I'm going after it with everything I got.
2 championship fights as we get set to crown a UFC interim champion.
Oh, my goodness. Corey Sandhagen.
He is truly spectacular.
Petr Yan is a problem.
He's a pure predator, a sensational striker, and a mean dude.
Makhachev versus Dan Hooker.
This is a massive fight that everybody wants to see. Islam Makhachev has all the skills.
But Dan Hooker, one of the toughest fighters to have ever graced that octagon.
Dan Hooker is an absolute savage.
You do not want to miss this.
Boko puts out the lights. Zubaira hammers away to the victory.
This is an amazing fight.
Li Jingliang, there is no Chinese man who has accomplished more inside that octagon.
Khamzat Chimaev.
He is relentless. He is ruthless. He smashes people.
2 championship bouts.
This card stacked from top to bottom. I cannot wait.
UFC fans, we'd like to welcome you to the weigh-in for UFC 267, Blachowicz versus Teixeira. Tomorrow night, the eyes of the MMA world will center on the Etihad Arena here in Abu Dhabi for a championship fight card of epic proportions. In the main event, UFC light heavyweight champion Jan Blachowicz tries to stay that way against the credentialed, well-traveled challenger, Glover Teixeira. Plus, in the co-headliner, the UFC interim bantamweight title is on the line as Russia's Petr Yan faces the American Corey Sandhagen. And we also present a fascinating featured bout between 2 of the lightweight division's best. They are Islam Makhachev and Dan Hooker. We also send a special welcome to our UFC Fight Club members joining us today here on Yas Island. We hope to see all of you once again for the live action tomorrow night. And now it is time for the ceremonial weigh-in for UFC 267. What's going on, Abu Dhabi? Great to be back. Welcome to the weigh-in for UFC 267. How about a hand for the Octagon girls? Chenny Andrade, Red De La Cruz, Carly Baker, UFC President Dana White's in the building, Hunter Campbell, our matchmaker Mick Maynard. Let's go, 14 fights, all of them live on ESPN Plus tomorrow. We begin with a prelim in the flyweight division. 15th ranked Tagir Ulanbekov versus Alan Pudoso Nascimento. First fighter to the scale making his UFC debut tomorrow, Alan Nascimento.
Hey, vamos.
126, the official weight for Pudoso. And his opponent is Tagir Ulanbekov. Official weight 125 pounds for Tagir Ulanbekov. All right, next prelim comes your way in the middleweight division. Hu Yaozong versus Andre Petrosky. First fighter to the scale is Andre Petrosky. $185.5, the official weight for Andre Petrosky. And his opponent, Totoro Hu Yaozong. $186, the official weight for Hu Yaozong. All right, moving on now to the featherweight division. Mr. Finland, Makwanamir Connie versus Lerome the Miracle Murphy. First fighter to the scale, how about a hand, folks, for the undefeated Lerome Murphy. £145 for the Miracle. And his opponent making his 11th UFC appearance, Makwanamir Connie. £146, the official weight for Makwanamir Connie. Next to the stage in the light heavyweight division, Shamil Gamzatov versus Michal Oleksiejczuk. $206, the official weight for Michal Oleksiejczuk. And his opponent is the undefeated Shamil Gamzatov. $206, the official weight for Mr. Gamzatov. In the welterweight division, Eliseo Zaleski Capoeira dos Santos versus Benoit God of War Saint-Denis. First fighter to the scale, making his UFC debut tomorrow, Benoit Saint-Denis. Official weight 171 for Saint-Denis. And his opponent making the walk for his 30th professional fight tomorrow, Eliseo Zaleski dos Santos. 170.5 for the Brazilian Dos Santos. All right, next up should be a good one in the middleweight division. Albert Duraev versus Roman Kopylov. First fighter to the scale, Roman Kopylov. Official weight 186 for Roman Kopylov. And his opponent comes in with a 9-fight winning streak. He is Albert Duraev. $186, the official weight for Albert Duraev. All right, next up, back to the featherweights. Ricardo Hamos versus Zubaira Warrior Tahugov. First fighter to the scale, Zubaira Tahugov. £146 for Zubaira Tahugov. And his opponent is Ricardo Hamos. $146, the official weight for Ricardo Hamos. To the featured prelim in the UFC strawweight division. 10th ranked Amanda Hibas versus number 12 Vina Kakara Jejidova. Official weight 116 pounds for Vina Jejidova. And her opponent currently ranked number 10 in the world at strawweight, Amanda Hibas. Official weight 115.5 for Amanda Hibas. All right, with that, we have arrived at the main card for UFC 267. First out of the chute in the light heavyweight division. Magomed Ankalaev versus Volkan No Time Oezdemir. First fighter to the scale. How about a hand for the 8th ranked light heavyweight in the world, former world title challenger, Volkan Oezdemir. $205.5 for Volkan Oezdemir. And his opponent, number 7 in the world at present, Magomed Ankalaev. Official weight 205.5 for Magomed Ankalaev. All right, next matchup comes your way in the UFC welterweight division. The Leech, Li Jingliang versus Khamzat Borz Chimaev. First fighter to the scale, the undefeated Khamzat Chimaev. 171, the official weight for Chimaev. And his opponent, number 11 in the world, making his 11th UFC appearance, the Leech, Li Jingliang. 171, the official weight for the Leech. We move on to the UFC's heavyweight division. Alexander Drago Volkov versus Marcin Tybura. £249, the official weight for Marcin Tybura. And his opponent, top 5 in the UFC's heavyweight division, Alexander Volkov. Official weight 263 pounds for Drago. All right, now we get to a featured bout in the UFC lightweight division. Islam Makhachev versus Dan the Hangman Hooker. First fighter to the scale, competing on back-to-back numbered events, Dan Hooker. $156, the official weight for Dan Hooker. And his opponent is the 5th ranked lightweight in the world, Islam Makhachev. $155.5, the official weight for Islam Makhachev. All right, with that, it is time to take a closer look at the two men who tomorrow night will compete for the UFC's interim bantamweight title. Take a look.
Peter, could you just give us your immediate reaction to your fight with Aljamain Sterling?
This could be a disqualification.
Все знают, что это был неумышленный удар, и все...
Look at him just pressing on the head here, though. That... Oh, wait.
That's illegal.
Completely illegal knee.
And that would mean that if this fight is stopped, Aljamain Sterling would be the new champion.
Which is crazy.
Он очень переиграл. Приняли решение отдать победу Стерлингу. Я лишился пояса.
He was winning the fight, and he seemed to be gaining momentum.
He was winning. You could see Aljamain Sterling breaking.
I don't like that a title can be won this way.
И уже после этого приняли, что сделают реванш. Вот. Потом появилась информация, что Стерлинг выбудет на неопределенные сроки, там будет делать операцию и так далее. Конечно, мы не знали, насколько это все продлится.
Enter the Sandman. Corey Sandhagen is a guy who so many have pegged as a future UFC champion.
I kind of always had it in my head that Aljamain was maybe going to pull out. If I did get that call, I wanted to be as ready as possible.
UFC 267, Piotr Jan and Corey Sandhagen face off for the UFC interim bantamweight title.
I could be bringing this belt back to Colorado, around my waist. That has been the goal for the last decade. You don't say no to that. You don't hesitate. You say yes and you go win it.
Corey Sandhagen is willing to fight anybody. But Piotr Jan is an absolute savage.
He's a pure predator and an incredibly physically strong man.
One of the hardest hitting bantamweights that we've ever seen in here.
This guy smashes everybody you put in front of him.
This is going to be a war. Piotr Jan is a very good fighter. He's a very technical guy and he's very, very tough.
Who wants to see that dude stand across the octagon from him?
I still think that I'm the best.
Oh my goodness!
There's a lot of things that I can do to finish this fight. In this division, it's really, really tough to deal with someone who moves their feet so well, who's as long as I am, and who can grapple really well. That is not an easy task for anyone, so Jan has his hands full.
Oh! What a kick! What a finish by Corey Sandhagen!
That is a statement.
План победить его досрочно. Как всегда, в принципе, я ставлю себе задачу не оставлять задачу там на решение судей и рефери.
I don't want to be on my deathbed and say that I was never the world champ. So I'm going to do everything in my power to win that thing.
My goodness! I'm coming for that belt!
Я одержу победу в этом поединке. И я верну свой титул. Не во втором, в третьем раунде. Там еще что может произойти. Но уверенность в том, что я побью его, она присутствует у меня.
First fighter to the scale, taking part in his first UFC title fight tomorrow night, third-ranked Corey Sandhagen. Official weight 135 pounds for Corey Sandhagen. And his opponent is the former undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Piotr No Mercy Jan. Step in here and grab a moment with Corey Sandhagen. You have been very thoughtful with your words and your actions all week long. Any final thoughts on the eve of your first UFC championship opportunity?
Nah, man, 25 minutes of war. That's what I'm ready for, and that's what I'm going to do.
Recover well. We'll see you tomorrow night. Corey Sandhagen, folks. All right, we step over here and talk to the former champ, Piotr Jan. So many fans are here to see you this week. What can fans expect in this championship fight tomorrow night?
Что фанаты должны ожидать от этого боя завтра?
Я, как всегда, буду бескомпромиссен и думаю, что это будет очень зрелищный поединок.
As always, I will be uncompromised, and I believe it's going to be a very exciting fight.
Best of luck tomorrow night. There he is, folks, Piotr Jan. All right, and with that, it is now time to take a closer look at the men on the marquee, the two gentlemen who will share the octagon for our UFC Light Heavyweight Championship main event.
When I was a kid, I had always dreamed to be an athlete. That's when I started with the martial arts.
I was a giant Glover Teixeira fan when he couldn't get to America because I had seen him fight in Brazil. I knew about him. He was this legendary guy that everybody said, just wait until Glover gets to the UFC.
Finally, I come in 2012, I did my first fight in UFC.
If you've never seen this man fight before, he is a killer. This is the real deal. Glover Teixeira is the real deal.
I had 5 fights, 5 wins in UFC.
Down goes Bader, Glover Teixeira!
I got the title shot next. I give my all in there, but was not the time then. It's not the time then.
John Jones beat him, and we think, well, you know, it's probably not his time anymore and it's going to fade away. No. And then this resurgence.
I wanted to get the title shot again, so I say, I got to figure it out. I got to fix up the situation, and I have to find a way to be a champion.
He truly believes he has one title run left.
We start figuring this out. I dig deep, and I come back, man.
Oh! The left hook puts Smith down face first!
You see him battering these guys, and you're like, what is happening? At 40 plus years old, he's getting better.
It's not how hard you hit, it's how hard you get hit and keep coming forward.
He's legitimately rebuilt himself the way he's shown up in these fights.
5 in a row, he's the #1 contender.
It's just a real inspiration to see that if your heart's in it, there's no telling what you're capable of.
What a career resurgence it has been for the new champion Jan Blachowicz at one point in 2017, potentially fighting for his job.
I never lost my motivation, never. Even when I lost a couple fights, it was my dream. I knew that I'm gonna be the champion.
Jan Blachowicz, when he lands, he can shut your lights out.
Jan Blachowicz is constructed like a sledgehammer. There's something about this guy.
Oh, big right, Polish power, Jan Blachowicz.
I never stopped believing that I can be the best. And now I am the best.
Oh! Big left from Jan Blachowicz! He's hurt! Reyes in a world of trouble! Jan Blachowicz has done it! Poland, your guy got it done!
Now I think I deserve for respect. I'm the true champion.
The winner and still light heavyweight champion of the world.
He's a very good fighter. I just think there's a good matchup for me. It's gonna be a brutal fight. It's gonna be a dog fight. But I see a finish in the 3rd or 4th round. The UFC gonna have a new light heavyweight champion of the world.
I'm gonna be ready for everything what you've got for me. My stand-up is on different level, and I think that I will knock him out in the 2nd round.
This is the last chance I have for the title, so I'm going after it with everything I got because I know this is it, man.
Keep gonna feel the same what everybody feel. The legendary Polish power. Glover, I'm sorry, the belt stay with me.
First fighter to the scale, the challenger, and #1 ranked UFC light heavyweight contender, Glover Teixeira. The official weight, 205 pounds for Glover Teixeira. And his opponent, of course, the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Jan Blachowicz. .205, the official weight for the champ, Jan Blachowicz. All right, we step over here and grab a minute with Glover Teixeira. Yesterday, you celebrated your 42nd birthday. You've been celebrated by these people in Abu Dhabi all week long final emotions out of you here on the eve of your second UFC title fight?
It's an amazing birthday. I'm gonna get my gift tomorrow night, man. No doubt about it.
Wish you all the best. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is, the classy Glover Teixeira. And of course, the reigning, defending, undisputed light heavyweight champion, Jan Blachowicz. Final prediction for your fans around the world as to what we're gonna see in the octagon tomorrow night.
Tomorrow, we're gonna hear and steal. What are you gonna see? Good fight, really good fight.
Wish you all the best. There he is, the champ, Jan Blachowicz. Abu Dhabi, you've been great all week. Thanks for coming out. One more sleep. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Unleash the power! Polish power! Jan Blachowicz!
He can shut your lights out.
But Glover Teixeira is a killer.
It's gonna be a brutal fight. I'm going after it with everything I got.
2 championship fights.
What a fantastic stylistic matchup. This is going to be a phenomenal fight.
How good is this going to be?
This card stacked from top to bottom. I cannot wait.
Unleash the power.